Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the Just Chatting Gaming News and Trailers for March 16th. This year is flying by. We got 3 news stories and like 11 trailers to watch. So let's get things going. This first piece of news is actually a pretty interesting story. So Microsoft has a studio called The Initiative, and they are working on the next Perfect Dark. Well, apparently, half of the core team from The Initiative have apparently quit the company in the past 12 months due to frustration over the game's direction and general top-down studio issues. In addition to that, Crystal Dynamic is also helping with this project, which is weird because they're not a Microsoft studio, so you have a Microsoft studio and an outside major studio working on this game. But sources also claim that the help, essentially, of Crystal Dynamics in the development of Perfect Dark have triggered a soft reboot of the project, pushing it even further away from the release. And there's been a few other stories about this over the past couple days. Bottom line is it's a troubled studio that has a daunting task, and things are not going well for the next Perfect Dark. I think yesterday or the day before, Big Daddy Phil Spencer actually met with the team and was trying to get things back in order on whatever's happening down there. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see if that game actually ever comes out. What happens with that studio? Are they starting from scratch? Because I know there's a lot of people that want a new Perfect Dark. It's been a very, very long time, so we shall see what happens. Next story is a story that I'm sure you guys are going to be very interested in. EA Play is not happening this year. For those who don't know, during what is normally the E3 season or E3 week, EA Play is the big event that EA does, showing off all of their games, and they came out and said that we're not doing one this year. Instead, it sounds like they're going to maybe do smaller events or be part of other events, because we know things like Gamescom Live, Summer Game Fest, and all of that stuff is happening. So it could be that they're just going to get in with Jeff Keighley and just be part of his stuff. In the past, they have done a lot with Jeff Keighley at the Game Awards, showing off Anthem, Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and a bunch of other stuff. Regarding Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, there's been rumors circulating for months now that Fallen Order 2 could be part of some sort of May 4th celebration and or Star Wars celebration. And I want to say several years ago, they actually had a gaming panel at Star Wars Celebration where they showed off a bunch of Star Wars games. So, yeah, pretty high possibility that we will see Fallen Order 2 for the first time at one of those events. And then final news story before we get into trailers, got to be about Elden Ring. So Elden Ring has sold 12 million copies, which is an absolutely insane number just in general for video games. Normally, if a video game sells 1 million copies, they're doing incredible. But 12 million, and that just completely destroys anything else in the Souls-like genre, which is very, very cool. And there was actually another story, which apparently I did not have linked. Yeah, so it says here that the Dark Souls series hadn't even sold 12 million units as a whole until after Dark Souls 3 came out. And then all of a sudden, Elden Ring, boom, 12 million. That game is just absolutely just destroying everything right now. And at the end of the year, it's going to win a lot of awards, and it's going to be really interesting to see if something can come out that sort of knocks Elden Ring off its throne. Potentially God of War 2, Breath of the Wild 2, and there's so much more that that could do it. But yeah, right now, I'd say that Elden Ring is a very strong contender for any and all Game of the Year stuff. All right, let's go ahead and kill the music here, and we're going to jump into trailers. This trailer came out early today. I've been very excited to watch this because I've heard a lot of good things on Twitter. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new behind-the-scenes look of Starfield. Here we go.
It's a level of immersion that we really focus on. You're not just playing a game, but you're living in this world, in this universe.
It's a giant open world for the player to do what they want.
You feel like you've had an impact in the world. You really feel like you're there.
There's certain, types of entertainment where you're just experiencing, you're taking in what the creator wants you to see, and they draw that dotted line between this happens, go here, do this. The more that we can put you in the situation where you're going to decide. That's what makes video games the best form of entertainment that they are.
Speaking of Game of the Year contenders, potentially Starfield. We'll see if it's any good.
We don't just make RPGs, like we make simulations, and that leads to a lot of just crazy stuff that can happen and things you don't expect.
Yeah, we always have those big fights, like, what if combat breaks out right now, right? You have to handle that, right? Because it could. You can't control it. The only thing you control is that the game has to account for it somehow.
We embrace the chaos, let it play out, and usually it's pretty fun.
A lot of us have been doing this for a long time together. And it's nice with Starfield to go back to some things we didn't do, the backgrounds, the traits, the defining your character, all of those stats. And I think there's so many games now that do those things that people are ready for something that does a lot of the things that, older hardcore RPGs, some that we used to do, doing those again in a new way.
We've always allowed the player to create really interesting, unique characters. This game, we've definitely severely leveled up. The tech is based on scanning of real-world models, similar to the photogrammetry we do in our landscapes. We're kind of applying the same thing to our people as well, because it's not just the appearance of your player and all that, but we want all the personal interactions of NPCs, other characters in the game, to be as impactful as possible. And for that, you have to believe these are real people. You're a real person interacting with real people.
Wait,
one of the big choices is which part of the game world am I going to engage in? We always make a bunch of different groups that represent some of the major factions in every game. And in this one, we've got the United Colonies that represents the future Space Republic idealized. You also have the Freestar Collective, which is the space Western fantasy, people that are out there on the frontier. We've got Ryujin Industries, which represents corporate life. I think it has one of the best starts of any of the factions.
Yeah, it's a megacorp, and you get hired, right? That you would do, right?
So I'm just gonna pause it here real quick and say, I haven't seen this trailer yet, but I saw some people talking about it on Twitter a little bit. You want to know what this game is, chat? I'm starting to discover this. This game is Cyberpunk 2077 in space, and hopefully done correctly.
Play for our job. We'll see if you cut the mustard.
Right.
Yeah, I love approaching it that way where, okay, what makes the world feel whole? What are the groups that would make it feel whole and believable? And then how does the player interact with them? What we're doing with the pirates, the Crimson Fleet as well. They're not just this foe. Let the player join them. What does that mean?
The cool thing about Crimson Fleet, what if you're a good person and you want to be a good player and you don't want to play as a bad guy? You can side with the pirates, or you can report back your superiors and be like basically space cop type of thing. So it'll let you be a good person and still play with the bad guys. I think that's really cool too.
It seems like no matter what story we write, the one the players tell themselves is the one that they think about and love the most, and the companions.
Hello, Captain. How may I be of assistance?
So something we really, leaned into on this game, how those other characters felt about you.
That's probably my favorite part. Like when you're exploring and then your companion makes some comment off the cuff about something that you're checking out or something that just happened. It just feels so perfect for immersion. It's so believable. You think it's a real person.
So, we knew we wanted to do some kind of persuasion mini-game thing.
Yeah, we sat down and it was funny. We didn't start with, let's do an evolution of, let's look back at the old Oblivion system, but there are a couple of
never played Oblivion.
There. You have to think about, what's my risk here, right? Which one do I want to choose? We didn't want it to be a system where there was definitely the right thing to say.
It feels like you're having a conversation where you're actually trying to persuade somebody of something. So it's actually, I think it's, as far as new systems in dialogue, I think it's definitely one of the most successful ones that we've had.
Yeah. I think when we knew we were making a game about space, you ask yourself certain questions, and that question is, what is out there? And so, as a game, we have romance,
how big
adventure,
is this
mystery,
game?
but I think with
That's the
Starfield, there's
question.
this other layer of, you know, the cosmos and the universe and what is out there.
At the end of it, we want the players to have told their own journey, but then look back at it and we're asking the big questions. Why are we all here? Where is it leading? And what's next for humanity?
All right, I feel like another way to maybe say what this game is Mass Effect meets Freelancer. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of that game in the months to come. That game's going to show up at E3, and they're going to do like a mega presentation on it, like actually showing it. All right, next up we have a trailer for Monster Hunter Rise. This is for the DLC, I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, right now Starfield is slated for, I believe, 11/11. I've heard really good things about Monster Hunter Rise, the PC version in particular. CAPCOM Presents an expansion where you're killing more dinosaurs. But first, you must get your Palico.
I present the Hunter from Komura.
Humble greetings.
All right, everyone.
Please don't. Here, I'm merely a quest receptionist.
Oh, that's right. In this one, you customize your Palico and your dog, but you ride your dog. You spend like an hour in the character creator in this one.
This is gonna be good.
Like trying to like rope that thing. Oh, that was cool. He like roped it into a building.
Have a taste of this.
I've seen a bunch of people on the internet already being like, so when is Monster Hunter World 2 coming out? There you go, Sunbreak. June 30th. Cool. Massive expansion, and instead of just a regular expansion. Okay, we have another trailer. We actually saw a trailer for this game, I want to say like last week, but they showed it again today at the Microsoft event, and I believe this game is coming to Game Pass day one. This is Trek to Yomi. This game looks really cool. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's this samurai side-scroller. It's like Ghost of Tsushima meets Mark of the Ninja. I really like how this looks. It's very cool. It's almost hard to compare this to anything else that's out there. No date, though. It's coming out to every system, though. Yeah, Devolver's been doing a pretty good job with that stuff. All right, next one. I believe this is an announcement of a new IP. So I won't tell you what it is. So here we go.
Product not yet rated.
Hi, I'm Liam Edwards, the director of Curse to Golf at Chuhai Labs. I'm the only one that made Curse to Golf.
That's factually incorrect.
In Curse to Golf, you golf. Also, you die. Also, you die again. Also, you die over and over again.
Golf-like.
Hit the green and take on 18 hellish holes in Golf Purgatory in your attempt to escape to the land of the living. Take your time to line up the perfect shot or go out in a blaze of glory. Just be careful, as with each new hole comes new hazards, new dangers, and new friends. Luckily, you might have a few aces up your sleeve. These bizarre and world-bending cards add new dimensions and make your journey that much more rewarding. It is up to you to take on every hole, fight each boss, and find your way out of this mysterious Golf Purgatory once and for all.
It's a golf-like.
I'm Liam Edwards, and this is Curse to Golf.
That could be fun. Cursed Golf. All right, next trailer, and I don't know if I mentioned in this video or not, but there's 11 trailers. This is another new IP that was announced today. Let's take a look. The slow fade.
I never meant for any of this to happen. All this bloodshed. All this chaos. Brother against brother. I feel like I'm trapped on a path I can't change. We used to be mercenaries. Then they called us criminals. So we became rebels. And now, a revolution. We didn't start this war. But one way or another, we're gonna end it.
I'm not sure what kind of game this is. Oh, okay. Is this a multiplayer battle game?
I'll do whatever it takes to bring my people home.
I mean, there's a lot of story.
King, no friend. Nothing will stop me.
Oh, is it a turn-based tactics? My interest level has just gone up. Why are you fighting a lion thing? Now a snake. I feel like I want to know more about that. Okay. Maybe. Next game is another new IP that was announced, and I want to say out of all of the games that got announced at this Microsoft one, this seemed to get like the most traction on Twitter. So it's like, I know of this, but I haven't seen the trailer yet. Jalen, you might want to have your ears up on this one. Here we go. I'm a little bit surprised that this is even a thing.
And now, introducing the next great legend of wrestling. From humble beginnings to the electrifying figure, taking the world by storm. Bravely embarking on an epic quest. From parts unknown, the journeyman traveling the world to take on the very best. He's here and ready to
there's
make his
Andre the
mark
Giant.
on
There's
history,
Jake the Snake Roberts.
facing legendary challenges. the biggest name in town. The man who draws a crowd wherever he goes.
This is a
The rising
wrestling
star that everyone wants to
RPG.
know. An unstoppable,
From what I gathered on Twitter.
flying behemoth in the ring.
It's like a JRPG.
He's bringing out moves we've never seen before.
Is that Hogan?
Wow! Can you believe it? 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah! Grab your tights. It's time for WrestleQuest.
You took a nasty fall.
That's all I got. I don't know. It's so weird. I feel like I need to see a lot more on that to really get a grasp on whatever that is. All right, next trailer is for a game that we've seen before. I want to say this was at like Summer Game Fest or something last year. And I know that I have it bookmarked on Steam or wishlisted on Steam, but I don't even remember what this game is. I just remember the name. So this is the official closed beta trailer. So yeah, which one was this? It's called V Rising. I think you're playing... Oh, wait, is this an ARPG? Is this the Vampire ARPG? I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Vampire at the gates! Spirits, hear me!
I'll show you what we're made of.
It still looks good.
This is Luminance!
I mean, it looks like there's different classes.
One shot, one kill.
Okay. I don't think you can use that line on a sniper. I'm pretty sure Blizzard has that copyrighted. Yeah, V Rising. I definitely want to know more about that game. No, I don't want a YouTube ad about a cat. We're all gonna die. All right, next we have a trailer for a game that was shown at E3 for the first time like 7 years ago. And it just came out today, getting excellent reviews. So let's take a look at Tunic. This is also on Game Pass. I will probably stream this at some point. There's just too many games coming out. This game is essentially Zelda, except for you're a fox. It's made by one guy. Open the chest, get the keys, kill the monsters, do the puzzles. You actually parry that thing. That's a big boss. Yeah, I mean, if you like that type of game, that one looks great. But yeah, like I said, that game has been in development a long, long time. It's pretty cool. It came out today. All right, we are down to our final 3 trailers. This is an announcement trailer for yet another new IP. And I don't think I know anything about this one, so let's see what this is.
Hello? I can hear you. Hey, mind giving a dead guy a hand? This space rock still has secrets, and we're gonna dig till we find them. So, let's get to work.
It's very, like, it's like No Man's Sky meets Satisfactory. You know, I just want somebody to get one of these games done.
It's not as bad in here as you'd think, actually. It's real cozy.
It's like there's so many games that are like this that are in early access, and they have been forever. Just somebody get it done. Yep, wish list now. It'll be out in like 5 years.
My job is to make
No, not
college
ads.
easy.
All right, next trailer is going to be that Crusader Kings 3 trailer. And I believe the reason why they had a trailer today was I think it's coming out to Xbox. This game actually released, I want to say last year on PC. But this is pretty humorous. I have seen this trailer. Let's take a look.
I'm Emperor T-Pain the Devout, holiest of holies, Pope Almighty. And I want to announce that I'm officially starting my own religion. Kaboom. You see, it all began in the year 1066 when the Pope wouldn't let me excommunicate my wife. They said there wasn't enough evidence of adultery, but we all know the real reason is because her brother was high and mighty King of France. Mr. Goody Two-Shoes Catholic over here. But then I remembered, I'm a freaking paragon of virtue. Look, I don't know why nobody's thought of this before, because it's friggin' brilliant. I'm a medieval genius. I got so much faith. I could just make my own religion where divorce is legal. Kaboom, problem solved. We'll call it, check me, Buddhism. Of course, that's allowed. That's definitely allowed. We should encourage that. It's gonna be a liberal and forward-thinking religion, a church for the people that's gonna benefit everybody. As the leader of this religion, I will have the final say in who I can divorce and or marry. Yeah, see? Probably should have seen that coming. Good for them. Get it on Xbox Game Pass, coming March 29th.
For those who don't know, Crusader Kings 3 is essentially an empire management sim. And everything he just showed is stuff you can actually do in the game. That game's bonkers, the amount of stuff you can do. All right, final trailer. This is very short. It's literally 30 seconds. I'm also going to have to mute the music. The question I have for you guys is how many of you played this in the arcade back in the day? Here we go. Anybody play the old Indiana Jones or pinball machine? I'm not sure if this is just for the Switch or if it's coming out for a bunch of systems. I'm assuming it's coming out for like a lot of systems, but there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, not start stream. What am I doing? We're already going. Hit the wrong button. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. For those who are watching on YouTube, that'll go ahead and do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.